Hello, and welcome to today's video on high altitude investing. This is a Bitcoin and altcoin overview, and we are first looking at Ethereum, which I have 4-hour graphs on. You can see this low it hit that I've been talking about, this oscillation pattern. That low is at the 38% Fibonacci if you zoom all the way out, so it's kind of an important low to me. And it has been breaking high after it hit that low, and then it hit this high right here and broke down to test this level, which could be a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation right here, which is a good time to buy. It's up 5% today, and I went long on Ethereum around here, and I have another buy order for when it breaks below this 2 point. If you haven't watched my 1, 2, 3 bottom trading video, go ahead and watch that so that you can understand a little bit better what I'm talking about here. But this is a good time in Ethereum, in my opinion, to be buying in. Now let's look at MadeSafe coin, which is fluctuating between 1 to 3% today. And MadeSafe coin also hit that 38% level, and it hit it very hard, and looks like it made a mini 1, 2, 3 bottom formation right here, and has been breaking low since then. But I think it's going to get some grip, especially if it comes to test this level again and fails to go below this level right here. Then I believe MadeSafe will also continue on its uptrend. It's been downtrending since probably about the 5th of March. So it hit its high at the 5th of March and has just been downtrending since that point. So we'll see. It could regain its grasp and its energy here and start to uptrend a little bit more. That's what my thoughts are on it. I think it's going to just continue uptrending. In my personal opinion, most altcoins with good potential will be uptrending for the next 2 years. They're going to be incredible investments, but that's just my thoughts. It's just groundbreaking technology. The Federal Reserve destroys our money. I mean, since it was created, a normal dollar is worth 22 cents as compared to what a dollar was back then. So fractional reserve banking is just completely inflating currencies. And if you look at other countries, other currencies just continue to fail because of fractional reserve banking and currency manipulation. And a lot of these technologies solve that problem completely. So, in my opinion, they will have a lot of value potential also. Now let's look at XMR, which is doing the exact same thing as Ethereum did. Hit this low right here at 0.0020 XMR. Came up to a high, which is the 3 point, so 1, 2, which is 0.0027 XMR, and then came down to test that low. Pretty nice volume spike right here, and hasn't broken below its initial 1 point here. So this is also another potential 1, 2, 3 bottom formation, and I pointed both of these out in my 1, 2, 3 bottom formations tutorial. So these are both uptrend potential coins. I have buy orders at 0.00268 XMR because that's the 3 point that it hit. I also bought in today and on XMR and Ethereum because I saw that it failed to go below that level. But if it does in fact start downtrending and go below that level, I will sell those buys out. Now let's see, BitShares is down 4% today, which is interesting to me because it's just hitting new lows, keeps hitting new lows. And let's see, let's go back a little ways here. It's had pretty nice uptrend since January 8th when it hit its really hard low. But once it hit its peak, it's just been downtrending continuously since then. It hit its peak around March 12th, I'd say. And it's been downtrending pretty hard since then. So I'm waiting for it to find a good support level and make a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation at this new higher point here, or maybe even somewhere around here before I were to go long on BitShares. I see it downtrending for a little while, but I could be wrong. We'll see. It's kind of a tricky one. BitShares has always been hard for me to trade until it made this just straight blatant 1, 2, 3 bottom formation right here, and people in the troll box were like, I'm never investing in BitShares again, I lost 400 Bitcoin. They were saying a bunch of crazy stuff on that day. And just like when everybody runs out of Wall Street because they're scared, because the currencies and all the stocks crashed to lows that they haven't hit before, that's when I buy in, because that means that it's hit a low that it probably won't go below. And if it does, I just sell my position as quickly as I notice. So, and take my loss. So, you can see that BitShares has been downtrending. Now let's look at Dash. I think that Dash is going to go try and hit its 38% Fibonacci level from its uptrend. So let's go take a look at what that would be. Here's its low right here that it hit November 2nd of last year, or probably about November 3rd. And it's been uptrending since it hit that low, but when it hit its peak, it just started downtrending, and it hasn't even hit its first support level. And the support level I generally buy in again is the 38% one if I'm thinking that this is going to uptrend. And I do. I think that Dash is going to uptrend. So I actually have a short position on Dash right now, so that I can just ride it until it hits a support level, sell out, let it hit it high, let it hit another little high, and then ride it till it hits the next support level. So it has to hit the 61% support level, and then it has to hit this 50% support level and 38%. So I'm just going to ride and sell on the way down until it hits that 38%, and then buy in with a significant portion of my holdings so that I can make nice profit if it does in fact continue uptrending once it hits its 38. So Factum is up 2% today, and this is an interesting one to me. Factum has been a good investment since it was put on Poloniex. Ever since it got put on Poloniex, I have been trading it, and successfully trading it, in fact. But mainly just because I just bought when I saw that it was breaking out here, and held my position clear till it hit this high, and then sold a little bit of my position, and then bought in again, and it hit this high, so I sold some of my position again around here. And now I'm just waiting for it to figure out what its plans are, figure out what it's planning to do as far as price goes. And in my opinion, this is a pretty nice 1, 2, 3 bottom. It came down, it hit this bottom, it hit this bottom again, just wouldn't go below it, and then it broke high a little bit, and then came down to try and hit that bottom again and had some nice volume and has been kind of starting a little uptrend right here. If it starts to break high, then Factum would be considered a good investment or a good buy right now in my eyes. Now let's look at Scenario AMP. AMP finally hit a nice bottom, so I bought some AMP on my personal Poloniex. Let's go look and see where that bottom is. So AMP has just been straight downtrending since it got put in Poloniex or added to Poloniex. And if you can see, what's happened is it finally hit this low, and it hit this low on April 12th. Let's see if it made a 1, 2, 3 bottom. Kinda. It came up and then came down and tried to hit that low, but it didn't really hit it very hard. Didn't really go down very hard to test that low. But it's just been uptrending since then. So I have Scenario AMP on my personal Poloniex account, and I see good uptrend potential in it. And it's also down 2% today, so it might be a good day to buy in on it. Let's look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin hasn't moved, or it's been on 50 Satoshi for what feels like forever now. Let's go over here. I need 4 hours. So basically hit this low right here, wouldn't break below that low, and it was uptrending since then. And then it hit this high around between January 26th and January 28th about. It hit this high right here. And since then, it's just been downtrending. So it's been downtrending since, January 28th. It's been downtrending since January 28th. But it doesn't seem to want to go below this 49 level. It does a little bit right here, like it went to 47, but it's holding pretty good support right here. So I'm actually holding my Dogecoin to see if it makes another little run, because this just could be a big breakout pattern. I'm not sure though, so I've been keeping an eye on Dogecoin. It's an interesting one to me. Litecoin I've been telling people to buy into, but if you do buy into Litecoin, I wouldn't trade it against Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has great potential to make a run, and it will just lose value against Bitcoin. I would buy in Litecoin right here and then just sell it out to US dollar tether. That's how I would trade Litecoin on Poloniex, just because the US dollar tether is a little bit less volatile than Bitcoin. It's been hitting lows, and lows are what I look for. I like to see a good hard low. It did this wild thing where it came clear down to here. You can see. Let's see if I can get a better glimpse of what that is. This candlestick came clear down to here at 0.00204 Bitcoin per Litecoin, and it's been downtrending since it did that, but I don't see it hitting that low. I don't see it going to that low ever again. I don't really know exactly what happened there. Normally I would use that as my Fibonacci. I would normally be able to do some Fibonacci retracements and kind of get an idea of what it might do, but because it hit this really gnarly low right here, I don't really have a lot to go by as far as long-term Fibonacci analysis goes. So short-term Fibonacci analysis It's just been downtrending since December, but I keep buying when it hits lows. Like I bought some Litecoin today on Bitfinex, and I see good potential in this coin. People call it the silver of the internet. There's not a lot of issues with the coin, according to my understanding. I need to do a little more research into it. But as far as I'm concerned, Litecoin is a good investment and has potential uptrend in the future. And could be very soon. Could be very soon that it finds a bottom formation and just won't go below that. Because its most recent low was 0.0073 Bitcoin, and it's almost to that right now. So if it does go down to that low and not break below it, then that would be a successful 1, 2, 3 bottom formation in my eyes. In which case, I would be buying in a lot more Litecoin than I have right now holding. All right. XEM, or New Economy Movement, has still just been on a nice uptrend. I'm holding my New Economy Movement, and as you can see, it started at a really high price, so it could go quite nicely up to some significant highs. I don't know exactly how many there are in circulation of the coin, because if there's too many in circulation, then it might not hit those highs ever again. But as for right now, it's 365 Satoshi a share, and it's a good investment in my eyes. So unless it breaks below this Fibonacci level at 61%, I don't see it downtrending for a while. Alright, Digibyte. This is one that the troll box has been going mad over. I love the troll box. So much fun to watch. Not good for trading advice, trust me, but it's funny to watch them. So it hit this low back in a little bit before, let's see, that'd probably be about December 23rd. So right before Christmas, Digibyte hit this nice low, made a breakout pattern pretty much on Christmas Day, and then another breakout pattern around January 11th, continued on its uptrend, clear up to 186 Satoshi a share, where it hit its first peak, and has been downtrending since then. So it's been downtrending since about May 30th, and March 30th. And I don't know, I see good potential in this coin. I actually am still holding my position on it. It could keep going down, but for now I think it's just testing some support levels that it needs to. Because if you look right here, this is right on the 23% support level. So if it breaks high above that 23% support level, then it could be continuing on its uptrend and hit highs that it never has before, because it did hit a nice high right here at almost 1,000 Satoshi back in October 14th of last year. So it has potential to keep going up and find a higher new settling spot. As for clams, I'm shorting it right now. Still doesn't have a bottom formation or any signs that it's gonna rocket anytime soon. I mean, the lowest it's ever been is 0.00318 Bitcoin, and it's not even close to that right now. It's 0.0018, and I think that it needs to find a nice low before I were to go long on clams. I'm definitely not buying in clams right now. Um, like I said, I've been shorting it, so I've been just riding this side trend as it generally goes down, and making a pretty good profits doing that. So once it finds a low, I'll definitely sell my short position out and start buying in on clams. As for Ripple, it's up 1% today. I have a long position on Ripple. It hit this low, came up and hit this high, hit 2,500 Satoshi, and then came right back down, which confused me because I thought this was a breakout pattern out of a 1, 2, 3 bottom. And then it's coming over, and then comes down and hits this point. I think that it's just been really testing support levels because this coin has one of the biggest market caps, and I think there's quite a few users. So it's just been kind of trying to decide where it's going to go from here. But I have long positions on Ripple, bought mainly around here at 1,500 Satoshi, and we'll see where it goes from there. But it has good uptrend potential, considering the fact that it's been downtrending clear since December 22nd of of 2014. So it's been downtrending for a couple of years now, and that's a good sign that it could finally have found its bottom and start on a nice uptrend for us. Syscoin, also an interesting coin to invest in. Nice breakout pattern since February 10th, and another breakout pattern around February 20th, and has made this nice bowl looking shape, and then just mooned after that. Came clear up to 4,000 Satoshi, and has been testing support levels, 38% support levels, by the way, since then. So if it breaks hard below 38%, I'm going to sell my position. Most of my buys were around here in February, so I don't have a lot of loss to worry about. But if it breaks below this 38%, I'll sell my position. But it definitely has good uptrend potential. Game credits, still one I've been telling people to invest in. Chart patterns a lot like Digibyte, but this is just a nice bottom here, and it's been breaking high since then. Came down to test this first 50% level, and if it tests a 38% level, I'm going to buy more. As for now, I bought some more at the 50% level because it might not break down to the 38%. It could just continue on this nice uptrend after that. So I'm holding my position until it breaks below 38%. So we'll see how that goes. Game credits is a good investment in my opinion. Alright, those were the altcoins I wanted to look at for you guys, and now let's take an eye at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is my favorite investment this month. I have just been margin trading the heck out of it. 5x leverage on one broker continuously. It just keeps hitting new highs along here. It's just been uptrending. Had strong support here at 350. Came up to test some of these support levels, and it's just been uptrending for the past month. So I am long on Bitcoin, and I see great potential in the future for it to continue on this nice uptrend we have here. It's just been bouncing around after it hit 454, and I have just been adding long positions as it hits lows. Like 444, I bought in some more. 445, I bought in some more. I'll probably go buy in some more here in a second at around 448. and just keep buying when it hits these little lows, and let it run the uptrend. Let it ride the uptrend with it, because Bitcoin, in my eyes, has great potential. I think it will hit somewhere around $1,200 a coin this year. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Bitcoin and altcoins, and I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.